I'm Amie Balesky, and I'm a professional psychic medium, and we are here in the town of Jefferson, Texas, which is very haunted, and we are about to go on a wonderful adventure. So come with me in the day in the life of, well, me. Okay, let's go. So, anyways, essentially this whole part is really interesting because it's right next to the train tracks, and during the time of slavery, before 1864, this was the hospital for the African American slaves, where they would go and be taken in and, well, not really taken care of before they were shipped off to plantations all across Texas and Louisiana. So, it's quite haunted. Do you think the fox will haunt me? Yes, absolutely. How do you? Dog. Oh, no, sorry. Just ignore it. Do you want beard oil? Look, this is for the executive man. Very executive.
Exquisite.
Yeah. Look at that tail. Sorry, it's so pretty. When people always ask, they're just like, is the soul of the animal here? No, they've moved on, they're in a higher vibrational state. Turn, twist. It's just dance in the street, nobody here. How many babies died in here? Probably none. It's like from the 70s. But still, you never know. Every so often, I found some interesting... Oh, E.T. Look at the old vintage here. How many people were screaming in there? My God. Hold on, wait a minute. Come here, go boy. Come here. Hold on, get a close up. You ready? You ready? Sorry. Somebody said, we're gonna make colorful pointy glass, and we're gonna make a lot of it, and everybody's gonna love it. And we're gonna make it into swans. Okay, people always ask, oh, if you're in an antique store, do you feel any ghosts? No, not right now. Absolutely not. Maybe in like some areas, maybe more for the building than the stuff. But I can tell you when people go through and they go, oh my gosh, there's a haunted doll. Is there a spirit attached to it? There's not a spirit that wants to inhabit a stupid doll. There would be a spirit that's hanging around, maybe because it likes it, but it's not inside of it. So whoever said that there's a spirit in a haunted doll, they're lying, including Annabelle. Okay, let's do that. And we'll get bear trapped. Yes. The ice in here, right? So the whole block of ice, and then you shut it, and then this is where you would keep your food. So the cool would go down, right? Because cool falls. So think about it. You happen to be as a woman and come over and be like, hold on, let me go out and get my peas, and like in my heels and my skirt. How miserable would that be? I bet her name was Betty that owned this. Betty was a good woman.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Sound for real this time.
Is
Actually
good?
recording.
Okay, you're good?
Yeah,
okay, cool. All right, so this is the general store in Jefferson. I used to come here with my grandmother when I was a little kid, and this house, not a house, but this store is actually haunted. So there were a lot of shootouts, there were a lot of brothels, there were a lot of, well, a lot of things like that happened in here. So we're gonna go and get some pralines, eat some nuts, go to the bathroom, see Heather, and then apparently we're gonna have some quail eggs. So there you go, Texas cow. Woo! Was where like the little bit rest of the store was, but this is where like the hotel rooms would have been. So the prostitutes would take them up these stairs, which are all original. And yeah. Remember, this whole town was like built on corruption. Like this area that we were in, even though it's like light and fluffy, this wasn't Texas and this wasn't Louisiana during the Louisiana Purchase. So this is where all of like the criminals and the pirates and all the bad people that were fleeing from the United States and fleeing from Mexico and Spain would come and hang out here. And so there was just debauchery around. And then the next thing that showed up was obviously people coming from Alabama and Virginia, turning, you know, this area into like mass plantations for slavery and cotton. And we're gonna go to one of those cotton areas in just a second. And so it has it's very dark. So, but anyways, we have a happy little corgi here right now. This is where they would do all the business for it. And then there was, I don't remember if it's that building right there, but that's where they would go and, well, bring in the people that would pick the cotton and let you buy them at the auction right over there. I have been wanting to come here since I was a little kid, and every single time I come here, it's always closed. So it says it's open right now. So we're gonna go in and look at it. Let's go see. I will buy it, girl. We're gonna go to the basement with ice cream. Where do we start? That's the bridge we drove over, and the river is huge. And then what happened is it right here. So you see, this just looks like logs. So up north, there was this bunch of logs that essentially created a dam, and the dam allowed these rivers down here to get huge, like the Mississippi River. And so it allowed the goods and the steamboats and everything to come up here. That's why it was such, like, in 1850, it had 10,000 people living here. Now there's like, I don't know, 1,000, that's it. And then it got up to 30,000 people, which was crazy back then. And then in the, I believe, 1880s, 1870s, correct me if I'm wrong, the military came in because the northern states weren't getting enough water, and they blew this up so it could make the water. And they were like, oh, it's not gonna have an issue. But then it made the river smaller. And so within overnight, the town would bankrupt because nobody could get up there. The steamboats that would bring all the people and all the money and all this stuff couldn't get to the town anymore. Do it. Okay, let's see. Hold on. So I'm with a Victorian lady, Ann Copeland, who is filming me, filming myself, and we are in a We could walk up the stairs. Ooh. She said there's 4 floors. Wait. Oh, it's okay. He'll come back. He doesn't know where we're going. This is where they held people. Oh man. Okay, I'm totally gonna go in there. This is where they held the prisoners. We're gonna go and see. And he would just sat here. What a nice little light bright office. Imagine the conversations that we're having here. The Lord. Are you praying that you didn't become guilty? Through my eyes. What were you guilty of? What'd you do? A cult? Maybe I'm doing that. Did you rob or murder somebody? Are you not at liberty to say? Just that I did. Okay. Lastly. That makes my day. That's so cool. Okay. Alright, let's go get. I found this on my property in the ground. I literally have it in my laundry room.
Yeah.
This exact thing, just in the ground when I went to go and like do my chicken coops. Like I tripped over it. I was like, what the hell? It is from an 1870s, 1850s plow.
Oh, that's
like right
cool.
here or right here.
Yeah.
And like I have it. And it's
now
been,
you know what it is.
Yes, and it's been in the ground for that long, but, or right here, one of these, something like that.
Wow.
But it was from the previous owners. Like I have it in my house. Man, that's cool. Oh my God, that's so cool. So we are in Scottsville Cemetery, which is cue the raven. We're in Scottsville Cemetery, which has some of the most influential or rich people of the 19th century, essentially here. As you can see, this is a lot of money. There's plantations all around here and everything like that. And I wanted to take y'all here because this is just the history of East Texas. There are so many families here and so many people here. Everybody had a story. And at the end of the day, everybody's dead. It doesn't matter how much money you had. So, welcome to Scottsville Cemetery. So essentially this was the only son. His name is William, and there's one of 2 fallen angel statues or sad angel statues that were made. This is one of them. This is like the single one in the United States. And he ended up passing away in Mexico. He got really, 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 really sick and he died. He was like 21 years old, and it was their only son. And so he's buried here, and the rest of the family is obviously buried around here as well. But like, I came out here with Clarkson before, and we sat here and I had all of my equipment out, and we got some really, really, really cool things. And then this over here is another amazing sculpture. as well. This is still the Urey family over here. And this is of Henry. And look at the flowers and everything. Isn't that crazy? And then this is mom and dad over here. And of course, back then in like the 20s, late 1800s, Greek revival, federal style. The reason why he has all these columns is because it's called federal style. So it's like showing that he is a part of the Confederacy, or like the original, you know. Yeah, this is a family that was very influential and had a lot of money. And as you can see, they still show it. What is it? 110 years later. So, and then there's the Scott family over there, for what this whole thing is named after. This is an interesting one as well. Herman. It's a husband and wife. Beatrice ended up having a child over here. William ended up dying. This is actually her second husband over here. And they're all buried together in this hardcore metal fencing. This would have been something to be seen. And then you have this beautiful magnolia tree that's above us as well.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm looking very natural. So no, this was a day in the life with a psychic medium. We went to all these cool places. We are now at a very, very old cemetery called Scottsville, which I love and I've been coming to since I was been a little bitty kid. But now I'm gonna go get food. So we're gonna go to Juicy's Taco because I'm hungry and y'all can't come for that. But I love you. Bye. Boop.